Hello, welcome back to my channel. I haven't uploaded a video yet explaining the new changes to this channel, so I thought I'd do that now quickly before I get into this video. Basically, I've started writing a blog called Follow Emma's Footsteps. You can find it at followemmasfootsteps.co.uk. I'll also post a link below. And I just thought it'd be nice and easy just to change everything over to a new name under a new channel. It's not technically a new channel. I've moved it all over to this Follow Emma's Footsteps channel. So if you're subscribed to Emma Walton, you're now subscribed to Follow Emma's Footsteps. And yeah, I'm hoping my new titles have been able to be added onto the front of this video. I've had a few problems. I've had a video filmed of Slimming World favourites for 2016, and I just can't get it to save as a movie. No idea why. If you have any ideas, let me know. I'm using the same camera, the same equipment. The only thing that's changed is my titles, but I don't think it's that. Unless there are no titles at the beginning of this video, in which case it is that. So yes, everything is now under the collective Follow Emma's Footsteps, so the blog, the YouTube and my Instagram as well. Yay! So let's get into the main bulk of this video. If you saw my last video, which was wasn't really a YouTube video, it was filmed for Facebook to kind of let all our friends and family know what we were up to and things, but I thought I'd upload it on here as well so you guys could know too. We are doing Sugar-Free February in aid of cancer research. We decided it was time to do something for cancer research because at the second half of 2016 there were a few things that kind of happened in our personal lives that really pushed cancer to the forefront of our minds. Specifically, funnily enough, for very different reasons, lymphoma. So our fundraising page it all goes to cancer research, but you can choose particular parts of cancer research for your money to go to, and ours is all going towards lymphoma. If you want to know more about why specifically lymphoma, you can go over to the blog and read the Sugar-Free February launch, where I go into more details of why we're doing lymphoma. But yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm also going to link below if you'd like to donate our fundraising page. Please help us. I think we're going to need all the donations we can get to really push us through. We're currently on, it's 4th of February, so we're currently on day 4 of Sugar-Free February, and it's also the first weekend of Sugar-Free February. So, with all stuff we've done before, including like Slimming World and whatnot, weekends tend to be when we fall down. And I've woken up today and I've got a little bit of a headache. Yeah, I've just got a little bit of a headache, and I think it's the beginning of the withdrawal symptoms. So, sorry, I've just got a dress down there, so it's snagging it. Even that out, it's really bugging me. Yeah, I think this is the beginning of the withdrawals. So what I've done is I've gone out and I've collected a load of treats that I think will still fit in with the Sugar-Free February. I've looked on a few Facebook pages for Sugar-Free February, not all necessarily linked to cancer research, but for various other things for Sugar-Free February. It's really hard to say a lot. Sugar-Free February. And the rule that a lot of people seem to be going with is if it contains less than 10% sugar, then it's okay. Because a lot of stuff contains naturally occurring sugars, which we're never going to be able to get rid of. But what we're trying to get rid of is sort of the hidden sugars. So those things that are really, you think are really healthy for you, but are actually really high in sugar. Especially refined sugars. Dale and I are still eating fruit, so we're not worrying too much, but fresh fruit. We're not going down the route of dried fruit and all of that because A, it doesn't fit in with Slimming World, and B, again, the sugars in those are so ridiculously high. We also don't drink fruit juice or anything like that. So fresh fruit, we're eating lots of fresh fruit and frozen fruit to kind of keep our sugar cravings down. But, like I said, we're now in the first weekend, and I think this is where we're going to struggle. So I've tried to find some treats that are all under 10% sugar. The easy way to discover if a product has less than 10% sugar in it is look at the nutritional information. So look on the packaging at the nutritional information, look under per 100 grams and look for the sugar. If it says less than 10 grams of sugar per 100 grams, it is under 10%. That's the easiest way I found to find out what the sugar is. So, without further ado, let's start the haul. First thing I bought isn't actually food at all. I went to the cancer research shop because, being the 4th of February, today is also World Cancer Day. So I've bought me and Dale some cancer unity bands. So Dale has a blue one, I have a pink one, of course. And I'm just going to make sure I wear it throughout the month of February, so that if ever I'm feeling those weak moments of I just want like proper chocolate or something like that, I can look down, I can remember why I'm doing it, it's on my wrist, it's right there. So that's what these are for. The next things I actually bought a couple of days ago on the second day of Sugar-Free February, because although I wasn't having any cravings or anything, I kind of felt like I needed something. So the first thing I got, I've just got a whole pile of them here, is Hartley's sugar-free jelly pots. Now these were reduced to 40p in Sainsbury's, and they are, most of the flavours are half a sin per pot. So yes, not only are you getting sugar-free stuff, you're also getting sins as well. The sugars per 100 is 1 gram, so that is like 1% sugar. You know, I think we can deal with that, and I'm guessing that 1% sugar is from the fruit. So that is jelly, so they're going to help us with like some real puddingy things and taking for lunch instead of yogurts, because a lot of the low-fat yogurts are really high in sugar. Fact of life, I'm afraid. Even the Muller have just released a range of their Greek styles with no added sugar, which are now sin-free on Slimming World. They might not have added sugar, but there's still a lot of sugar in there. If you get what I mean. Am I sounding really confusing? Anyway, moving on. Next thing I bought, I'm really happy with these. Werther's sugar-free. I love Werther's Original. They look slightly different. They're a bit paler than normal Werther's, and I think they're smaller, but Dale says apparently Werther's have shrunk. I don't know. But yeah, they've helped so far with little sugar cravings and things like that. I've also got on the way, I found a website, which I linked in my blog as well, of just all sugar-free sweets. So we've got a few things coming from that, so there'll be a second haul with all those in as well. But then today, I've been shopping in Banbury, and I've been to a few shops. I've been to Holland & Barrett, I've been to Boots, and I've been to Superdrug, because I know, I was thinking along the lines of kind of like diet foods that would have less sugar in, perhaps falling under that 10% sugar. I looked for a lot of sugar-free stuff. Funny enough, there's not a lot of no added sugar chocolate. Chocolate seemed to be my thing I was aiming for. I guess I'm in a chocolate mood today. So the first shop I went to was Holland & Barrett, and I found these. They're called balance bars. So I've got just a milk chocolate and a praline one. Now, this one says no sugar. Or no sugar added, sorry. So it says no sugar added. This one, on the other hand, says sweetened with stevia. Now, you can get both of these in either the no added sugar or the sweetened with stevia. So what I've done is I've picked the one, whichever one from the range, with the lowest sugar content. So, the praline one has, per 100 grams, 9.6 grams of sugar. So it only just falls under the 10% per 100 grams. However, the bar is only 35 grams. This one is 8.5 sins on Slimming World as well, if you're interested. Now, the no sugar, just milk chocolate one is 8.5 grams per 100 grams. So again, falls under the 10% of sugar. And this one's 8 sins on Slimming World. The next shop I went to Boots. I actually went to Boots for something else and just saw these. And I've had them before and absolutely love them. Well, I've only had the one flavour before that. I've been desperately searching. I've managed to find this flavour. So these are the Oso kind of mini chocolate bars. There's 7 in here and they're just sort of that big, that wide. And all the flavours are 3 cents each. So this is no added sugar. Again. So we've got the Belgian chocolate ones, which I've always found in Holland and Barrett, and they always seem to only have this one. But I've seen others, and I was really excited to find these in Boots, have these. So we've got one that's raspberry flavoured and one that's lemon flavoured. And again, these are 3 cents per little bar, not per box, per little bar. So these have... So this one is 2.7 grams of sugar per 100 grams, so less than 3%. This one's 2.7. They're all 2.7 grams, so they are less than 3% sugar. And considering they're only tiny little bars, you're not going to be having a whole lot of sugar at all. So these are brilliant, and they're 3 cents each, like I said. Really excited to try the raspberry and lemon ones. And then finally, I went to Superdrug. So, bring it all over. Sounds like a lot, but it's all kind of individual stuff. Superdrug have got the Atkins weight loss range. And they've just got loads and loads of like bars and things. They all fall within Sins at Slimming World. And they're all kind of under sugar. So, I just picked up one of each. Because I thought, if we try one of each, if we like them, we can go back for more. It's not that difficult. So the first one I got was Fudge Caramel. This one is 11 cents and has 3.9 grams of sugar per 100. So 4% sugar, basically. I also got the Chocolate Mint. This one's 11 cents and has 3.4 grams of sugar per 100. I've got Chocolate Brownie. This one looks really good. And this has got 1.8 grams of sugar per 100. That's pretty good for a chocolate brownie. And this one's 11 cents. Can't remember if I said. We've got a Chocolate Decadence Bar. This is 11.5 cents. And this has got... Oh, this one's slightly different. 1.3 grams of sugar per 100. So they're really, really low. So actually, are you really going to feel the effects of this sugar? Not really. This is the Crispy Milk Chocolate. This is 7 cents. This has 5 grams of sugar per 100 grams. And then this one, which I'm really hoping is going to be like a bounty bar. So chocolate coconut. This is 8 cents. And this has got, again, 5 grams of sugar per 100 grams. So that is kind of my roundup so far of what I've got. I'm thinking all I'm going to do, our biscuit barrel is currently empty because basically I emptied all the sugar out of our flat. We didn't have a whole lot actually. We had a barrel of biscuits, some hi-fi bars and some hot chocolate, and I just took it all to work, and the lovely girls there have disposed of it for me. They enjoyed that. So this is my roundup of everything I've got so far. Kind of hoping this is going to last us the month. I don't want to be eating it every single day because what they're replacing the sugar with a lot of the time is a lot of sweeteners. And if you've ever eaten like a whole packet of sugar-free sweets, so like whether it be sugar-free mints or you've had sugar-free sweets before, you know they've got quite a horrendous laxative effect. You will not get off the toilet. So that is another thing that's kind of keeping us on the straight and narrow bit as well. It's like, we can't have chocolate, but we can't have too much of the other stuff because we will be on the toilet all day. All day. Seriously. So yeah, I'm kind of going to limit myself to one thing a day, whether it be like a couple of the Werthers or a jelly or a chocolatey thing. Hoping to try and limit myself. But ultimately, it's more a case of it's there if I need it. I'm going to try and reach for the fruit first, but I know within the next few days, especially over the weekends, I'm going to struggle. I'm going to have those little struggles and I'm going to just need something that's going to taste chocolatey. So that's what it's there for. It's not there for me to eat every single day. Really, realistically. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you'd like to donate, our fundraising page is below. If you'd like to read the blog, that's also below, and I'll also post my Instagram below as well. and I hope I will see you all soon. I will bring you some more updates on Sugar Free February. I will bring you some more Slimming World updates. Kind of had a bit of a rocky few weeks with Slimming World. I think I'm back on track now. I think we're all good now. I will also let you know how on Monday, I mean Monday won't be a full week of Sugar Free, but I will let you know how we get on Monday at weigh-in and if it makes any difference to our weight loss, which would be interesting to find out. So I will see you all again soon.